2020 riots. 2020 is a curse. This is not a good year. But the virus going on out there, people getting the virus every day, especially on the African American community. I'll talk about that for another time in my another video. But the virus is out there. It's getting thousands of people all over the world. It came from China, now it's spread it to the United States, and now people have wearing masks, and now people are scared of other people. You know, white people scared of white people, black people scared of black people. People, you know, everybody's scared of each other. So it's like, it's crazy. But not about the riots. George Floyd died about 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. And after his death, all hell broke loose. There's been riots. People all over the United States are rioting. No justice, no peace, from white people, black people. But these aren't just peaceful protesters like Black Lives Matter. You got a group of black people who go around holding signs saying no, you know, no justice, no peace. These people are actually rioting, starting fires. These people are breaking stores and causing a lot of trouble, getting into fights, and the cops are gas. It's like the 1960s civil rights movement. People all over the world is going crazy right now. 2020 with the virus and the riot, you know, there are people looting, whatever you call it, looting, or whatever you call it, causing disturbances. And these are not just protesters; these are paid protesters. These are people who are criminals. These are criminals, gangsters. Most of these are gang members, criminals, prostitutes, all these kind of people. These people who are not, they're not afraid of jail. They're not afraid of going to prison. These are people who are paid. These are paid protesters. These are fake people. These people who don't care about George Floyd. George Floyd was just a regular African American black guy who died by accident because some guy had his neck on his neck. You know, some racist white guy had his knee on his neck. But these protesters are paid criminals. And you know, it's not just black people. There are people of every race. Now, since when there's white people? I see white people and Latino people too. Since when do white and Latino people actually care about African Americans? Seriously, I see more white and Latinos and more black people. But it's more like a mixed race of people coming together and starting trouble and causing disturbances. And the police are scared now. And these are young people. These guys, most of these people that are causing these disturbances are under 40. These are people in their 20s and 30s. You know, some teenagers too. There's our teens, 20s, 30s. You know, most of these look really. Some of the people are really young. So I would put them in the teens, the 20s, 30s, and they're causing trouble. It's just, I think that now they're going to get the military to try to break down these riots. But it's not just in one. It went from Indianapolis to New York City. It's spreading all over the world, all over the city, all over the world. People are rioting and people are upset. You know, because of generations of African American men have been harassed, beat up by cops, by white cops. I guess because white cops do fear black guys, because a lot of crime, most prisons, most people haven't even been to prison. But if you have been to prison, there are over 2 million African American males in prison. You know, and they know a lot of African American men commit crimes or in gangs or steal. You know, not all of them. You got good and bad people of every race. There are good and white. You know, you got some good white people, some bad white people. You got some good black people, some bad black people. Every race has good and bad people. You have to separate the good from the bad. But like I said, the right is getting crazy. It's a little scary. You know, young people don't want to take it anymore. They don't want to take the young people getting harassed by cops every day for no reason. You know, and stuff like this happened. George Floyd he didn't cuss at the cop. He wasn't being disrespectful. He was killed just because of the color of his skin. Because a cop was scared of a black guy, you know. But Mr. J here, peace.